Heaps of waste are not only an eyesore, but more importantly, they are an environmental hazard. The rapid depletion of fossil fuel reserves and the rise in fuel prices present a window of opportunity for biofuels. It's true that using unwanted agricultural waste for energy harnessing is relatively a new phenomenon. Developing countries cannot afford to use edible oils as a power source. But at the forefront of this emerging field is this company that is helping bio-waste meet local energy needs.
Bhagyama from Banglagoda village in Andhra Pradesh used to grow regular dryland crops in her semi-arid land. But her income doubled 2 years ago when she started cultivating sweet sorghum.
20 టన్నుల సొప్పు వచ్చింది. ఆ సొప్పు పశువులకు వేస్తే పాల దిగుబడి ఎక్కువ ఉంది. సంవత్సరానికి ఒక సంవత్సరం 12,000, ఒక సంవత్సరం 15,000 లాభం వచ్చింది ఖర్చులును. ఇప్పుడు నా తోటి వాళ్ళు కూడా దీన్నే సాగు చేయాలని ఈ స్వీట్ సొరగాన్ని సాగు చేయాలని అనుకుంటున్నారు.
She is one of the many beneficiaries of ICRISAT, or the International Crops Research Institute for Semi-Arid Tropics, which promotes the cultivation of sweet sorghum, a multi-purpose crop.
Sweet sorghum is a multi-purpose bioenergy feedstock that offers fuel security without compromising food, feed and fodder security.
Sorghum as a crop is primarily grown for its grain productivity. It is being grown currently in more than 42 countries. First generation ethanol production is met through conversion of sugars accumulated in the stalks of sweet sorghum through Saccharomyces fermentation. And another aspect, another area recently emerging is conversion of biomass of sorghum to biofuels like bioethanol and biobutanol.
As petroleum reserves fall and fuel prices rise, ICRISAT has been focusing on agriculture to fulfill both food and fuel needs.
The dependence on polluting fossil fuels can be reduced by enhanced usage of ethanol by blending with petrol. This not only helps the countries like India, which depend on crude oil imports by 80%, but more importantly, minimize pollution in a sustainable and eco-friendly approach.
So why exactly do we need so much ethanol? It's one of the best tools to fight air pollution from vehicles when blended with petrol.
For meeting 10% blending requirement, India requires 1.7 billion liters of transport-grade ethanol, but only 0.5 billion liters is available today. Hence, India needs to import about 1.2 billion liters of ethanol.
The ethanol produced from the sweet sorghum juice is distilled further to get ethanol that has 99.6% purity. Only then can it be mixed with the engines in vehicles.
Once the plant reaches physiological maturity and we harvest manually the feedstocks by cutting the stalks at ground level, okay, with normal sickle as you practice in a sugarcane crop. The harvested material will be bundled along with the leaves, and the panicles will be harvested at the field only, and they will be threshed upon drying, and the bagged stems will be transported to the distillery, and in the distillery the stems will be crushed to extract the juice, and the extracted juice will be treated, will be clarified initially, okay, to remove the starch and chlorophyll, and the clarified juice will be fermented with baker's yeast.
ICRISAT also joined hands with the private distillery to produce this high-octane ethanol from sweet sorghum stock.
We also worked with the partners like Rusni and Tata Chemicals Limited to propagate, promote the sweet sorghum value chain so that the returns will reach to the farmers, smallholder farmers who take up cultivation of sweet sorghum.
No part of the plant is wasted. The residual stock material after juice extraction is used as fodder.
After extraction of the juice, whatever the byproduct that comes out is bagasse, and these bagasse can be used as a roughage source for feeding of the dairy animals like buffaloes, cows, and also meat producing animals like sheep and goat. So by selling these bagasse in the market, the processor, the sweet sorghum processor or the ethanol producer, he can fetch around 60% of the stack price which he pays to the farmer.
A win-win situation for the farmer as well as the petroleum industry. ICRISAT's sorghum venture is together making a difference as an alternative source of energy.
We have the mission to pursue zero poverty, zero hunger, and zero environmental degradation.
In a country where blackouts are so common that we take them in our stride, the value of sustainable electricity cannot be undermined. Limited fossil fuels cannot perpetually produce our electricity. Mytra Energy through its wind turbines, Mozarbeer through its solar panels, and ICRISAT with its biofuel have demonstrated the abundant potential of renewable sources of energy. These are companies who in their quest for zero darkness are paving the way to minimal carbon footprint as well. This show is all about making a difference. If you have an innovation that has the power to impact India, do write into us at this email ID powerofshunya13@timesgroup.com. Until next week, it's me Anupam Kher saying goodbye.
Next week on The Power of Shunya, we take a look at a company that is utilizing electronic surveillance to provide zero risk to human life. A fire-resistant technology that is enabling zero fire hazards in skyscrapers. And an innovator who is aiming to provide safety by achieving zero risk of theft and counterfeiting.